Hey Mosaic, my name is Jeff Piles. This is my beautiful wife Lauren. We got married in March of 2006 and searched around for a little while for our church home, and I think it was August of 2006 that we had finally found Mosaic. We found out in January of 2009 that my wife was pregnant.
And then we got the shock of our lives, a great surprise, when we found out that we were not having just one baby, but two.
Yeah, twins, which do not run in either of our families, so that was a little bit of a surprise, a little crazy. And thankfully at the time, we had been going through a class to try to get our finances in order called Financial Peace University. And it's actually offered at Mosaic, so if you have not checked that out, it would be a great opportunity for you guys to jump in and learn more about what it is to find financial peace and to have margin in our lives.
So our boys spent about 38 days in the NICU, and that was a really tough time, but our marriage and our faith really grew during that time, and we are very likely to have twins again, so God started changing our thoughts about what our family and our future would be, and we both began really realizing that we wanted to adopt probably our next child. So we looked at our budget and had to take a hard look at our finances, and we just didn't really think we had the wiggle room or the margin to be able to, first of all, be as generous as we would like. Jeff is really a very generous person. He's taught me a lot about generosity and being able to give and take care of others, and at that point in our lives we just didn't have the space to be able to do that, and we knew that we were going to need to start saving money if we were going to want to adopt. And so after really looking at that, we both kind of felt like God was calling us to put our home on the market.
So that was the plan. So we put our house on the market in May of this year, and just really prayed that God would find somebody to buy our house, and that if this is what He wanted us to do, that we would just try to be faithful to that and see what He might lead.
So we got an offer on our house, and it wasn't quite what we were hoping for or expecting to get, but we really felt like God was telling us that that was something we needed to accept. So we did. We accepted it, and 2 days later we found out that Jeff's company was being shut down and he was going to lose his job.
I got to tell you, as a guy who lost his job, there's nothing just more fulfilling and more satisfying than having a partner who prays with you about that, and someone who's been just unbelievably supportive through the process. Just because it's definitely a difficult thing, and it's certainly a knock to your pride as a guy that you can't provide for your family the way that you want to, but to have somebody like Lauren, who's just been unbelievable throughout this, has really helped me and helped me just moving forward and moving on from somewhat of a disappointing situation.
We're very thankful that we have such wonderful friends and family and a church family in our lives that has supported us and taking us in literally and figuratively, providing for our needs. And this has just been a chance to really see God provide our needs in such a tangible way that we've never really had. We even had an anonymous person at this church who is covering our storage unit rental, and that was just made us speechless. That someone would be able to care that much about us and to be able to show us that in another way that God's providing for us. This is such a time that would be so easy to get discouraged and to doubt and to worry and to fear and to question what God's up to. But there have been so many steps that have led us to this point, even starting way back with the boys being born, that God has put so many things have fallen into place for us to know that we have no idea where we're going and we can worry about that, but God knows, and God has been working on this whole story for longer than we even know.